Dear students, welcome to my class. So in my last video, I have discussed about the chapter Degrees of Comparison, which is in page number 43. Today I shall discuss the remaining portions. In my last class, I have discussed till this much, till page number 44 after this much. So today I shall discuss the rest portions. See here, for most adjectives, we add ER to make the comparative degree and EST to make the superlative degree. For most adjectives, these are all adjectives. So adjective means it is a word which describes a noun. Suppose I am writing an example here. If I say he is a good boy, see here the noun is boy. So I am describing the boy as good, which is an adjective. In short, I am writing adjective adj. So adjective is a word which describes a noun. Here the boy is a noun and I am describing the boy with the word good. So this is an adjective. So here all the words are adjectives. Whatever you will see here, all the comparative degrees, superlative, positive, all are adjectives. So the first rule is, already in my last class I have discussed where to use positive degree, where to use comparative and where to use superlative degree. I am repeating again, in positive degree is used when we talk about only one person. See here, Sham, Pratik, Rajan, there is only one person, there is nothing, none to compare with. In comparative degree we have to compare, but between two people, only two people, and we use then. And when you compare more than two people, you use the superlative degree. More than two here, all, it means all, it may be 3, 4, 5, 6, we don't know. So it is more than 2. When you compare more people, means it should be more than 2, then only we can use the superlative degree. So I hope all of you are clear with the degrees. So there are some rules which you should know. So I am reading the rules. For most adjectives, we add ER to make the comparative degree and EST to make the superlative degree. See here, there is an adjective called great. When we convert it, when you change it into comparative degree, it becomes greater. Just you have to add ER, and in superlative degree EST. Next one is sweet. In comparative degree, you have to add ER to make it comparative degree, and in superlative degree, it is sweetest. Then the next rule. Let's go to the next rule. When the adjective ends in E, look here. When the adjective ends in E, we add R to make the comparative degree. We just add R to make it comparative degree and ST to make the superlative degree. And we add ST to make the superlative degree. You have to remember the rules. If you read the rules carefully, you will not make any mistake. See here. Here the rule is, where if an adjective ends with E, means in the positive degree if it ends with E, when you make it in comparative degree, when you change it into comparative, it will become just, you have to add R, and in superlative we have to add ST. See, large, larger, largest, brave, braver, bravest. So let's go to the next rule. See here. For an adjective that ends in a consonant means apart from the 5 vowels A, E, I, O, U, these sounds, apart from these sounds or these letters, not the letters, the sounds, all the words are consonant. And Y. For an adjective that ends in a consonant and Y. Consonant means apart from A, E, I, O, U, all other are consonant letters. When an adjective ends with a consonant and Y, we replace Y with IER for the comparative degree. See here, Y is there. And in comparative degree, we just replaced Y with IER and IEST for the superlative degree. For the superlative, you have to replace it with IEST. So happy, happier, happiest, lovely, lovelier, loveliest. If you know the rules, if you read the rules carefully, you will not make any mistake. So please read the rules carefully and then you learn it. Don't just learn like this. First you read the rules, then you learn the adjectives. Next is, for an adjective that ends in a vowel and Y, for an adjective that ends in a vowel and y, we add er for the comparative degree and est for the superlative degree. See here, y is there gray, and if y is there, the rule is if you go to comparative degree, we just add er, and in superlative est. The same way gay, gay, gayer, gayest. Next is for an adjective that has a consonant plus vowel plus consonant pattern. We double the last consonant. For example, this is a consonant because it is apart from what the rule is. If an adjective that has a consonant, it plus a vowel and a consonant pattern, we double the digit consonant. For example, see, this is a consonant, then I is a vowel, then again a consonant. Then what we do, we just double the consonant. See, G is a consonant, so we have added G once again. So big, bigger, then biggest. Said, see, S is consonant, A is vowel, D is again consonant. So what you have to do, you have to double it by using the last consonant letter. See, said, see here, sadder, saddest. This is the rule. I think this is the fifth rule I have discussed. Let's go to the next one. Adjectives that end in ed. See here, ed, ing, ful, ous, er, ive take more to form the comparative degree. Whenever any word ends with these letters, we add more to comparative degree. Just you have to add more to the comparative degree and most to the for the superlative degree. See here, learned, ed is there at the end of the adjective, at the end of the word. In here, charm, ing is there. Famous, ous is there. Beautiful, ful is there. So what you have to do, you have to just add more in front of the word, at the beginning of the word. More learned, most learned. Charming, more charming, most charming. Famous, more famous, most famous. Beautiful, more beautiful, most beautiful. So let's go to the next page. See here, some adjectives do not follow any rule. In the earlier pages, I have discussed the 7 rules, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rules. But in this page number 46, there are some adjectives which do not follow any rule. For example, see here, neither it matches any of the previous rules. Good, better, best, it is completely different from each word. Bad, worse, worst. Little, less, least. Much, more, most. Many, more, most. Far, here far means distance. Farther, farthest. This another far, which is farther, means later on. Next is farthest. Next is old, older, oldest. Old, elder, eldest. So we have found that there are almost 6 rules. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rules, and you have to read the rules very carefully so that you will not get confused if you read the rules carefully and learn. And these are the adjectives where they do not follow any of the rules. I have solved this exercise, so let me read it. You will get it. I will give the notes. Young, younger, youngest. Important, more important, most important. Bright, brighter, brightest. Heavy, heavier, heaviest. Pretty, prettier, prettiest. Rich, richer, richest. Difficult, more difficult, most difficult. Smart, smarter, smartest. Good, better, best. Interesting, more interesting, most interesting. So I will be giving these notes. I will give a picture of this, of the exercises that I have solved, and you have to learn this. And I shall be choosing some of the words from here and give it to you. So you just read the rules and read the adjectives also. So for today I shall end here. In my next class I shall discuss the remaining 2 pages of this chapter. I hope all of you are clear with the degrees of comparison. So thank you and have a nice day.